They made the big trade for Devers. What have you made from him since he's joined the Giants?
It doesn't feel like he's hitting it out of the infield much. The Red Sox paid him over $300 million, and now the Giants are picking up the tab to have him hit baseballs into the bay. He hasn't done it yet, but like I said, he can change the entire complexion of a team.
Let's welcome in Chris Rose, John Boy Media, NFL Network. Chris, how you doing, man? Thanks for popping on.
Absolutely, guys. How are you? Has everybody settled down after last huge Giants win?
Oh, my. Well, get this.
It's incredible, Chris.
This probably crossed your radar, but I'll just mention it again. We used to have a team here, the Oakland A's. Lawrence Butler hit the first pitch for an inside-the-park homer, and then the Giants, with Patrick Bailey on the last pitch of the game, win it on a walk-off inside-the-park homer. You ever seen anything like that you can remember?
Well, no. It's the first time we've ever seen that, where somebody, let off the game and then somebody ended a game with an inside-the-park home run. So that was fun. But I was watching the Giants game live, and, boy, he hit the hell out of that baseball.
He did.
I was like, man, I guess 3-run walk-off homer. But it was so much better when it's a 3-run sprint-off homer. Like, I love that. I was in San Francisco for Ichiro's inside the park. Hold on, my dog's about to get really excited because people are here. Either that or she loves inside the park home runs, one of the two.
Oh, maybe both.
Yeah, but I was there in San Francisco, and Ichiro, I think, hit the first and only, if I'm not mistaken, all-star game inside the park homer. It's one of the many reasons that is my favorite ballpark. I always put kind of Fenway and Wrigley in their own category. But I love watching the game there because the ball can literally bounce any direction. You never know which way it's going to go. And the Giants have played great baseball this year, so it's good to see that joint rocking again.
No, I'm with you, Chris, and hopefully it'll culminate in a playoff berth. They made the big trade for Devers. What have you made from him since he's joined the Giants? And they've kind of gotten hot without him tearing the cover off the ball.
Forget about tearing the cover off the ball. It doesn't feel like he's hitting it out of the infield much. And so I suppose that's the good news, is because he can go on streaks where he will carry you. He's that good a player. People can say whatever they want about his defense, which has been shoddy at best since he's come up. They can say whatever he wants about his lack of interest in maybe moving across the diamond to first base, and who knows where that sits. The Red Sox paid him over $300 million, and now the Giants are picking up the tab to have him hit baseballs into the bay. And that's what he is designed to do. He hasn't done it yet, but like I said, he can change the entire complexion of a team. So as far as guys I like watch hitting, he's one of them. His strikeout rate has been alarmingly high since he got to San Francisco, but I don't always think it's the easiest thing to move across the country in the middle of a season either. So maybe the second half, that'll give him a little bit of a breather to see what's going on and go from there.
Let me ask you this. Obviously, like we said, the Giants added a bat a few weeks back with Devers, and I know you pay particular attention to the Giants. If they were to acquire another player right now, what position would you like it to be? What do you think they're most in need of right now and heading into the second half of the season?
I think I would try to still figure out first base without moving Devers there. There are some guys that are available. I don't know if Dom Smith is the answer there. I've always liked Dom. I think he's actually a really good glove. But I still want a little more pop there if I could find it. I don't know. Other than that, it's not like you're going to get catchers that are available, right? That's just, everybody would say, yeah, let's go find a catcher. Well, there's a lot. Half the teams in the league are saying the same thing. So, and the teams that have them aren't giving them up. The best first baseman that could be available via trade, unfortunately, is in the division in Josh Naylor. So I would doubt that that's going to happen. I think other than that, you kind of got to live with what they've got. I don't know. Maybe somebody's available for second base. So I would say the right side of the infield, I guess. That's kind of where I'd sit.
Hey, Chris, let me ask you this. Just a walk-off incredible. And we're trying to keep the party going, but Will Clark made some comments on a podcast about he was waiting for Devers to come out and take some balls at first base, when they played the Red Sox and Rafi didn't come out. And, he doesn't coach for the Giants, but I don't know if you're familiar with this story. And where do you stand on it? Because my partner and I'm kind of perplexed that, I'm going to grab him by the neck and bring him out there. But I'm wondering, how could there not be communication for Will to be thinking he was going to help Devers at a new position for 3 straight days?
Well, I don't know how much you guys paid attention to the Devers stuff in Boston, but I think it really got off the tracks because of a lack of communication from management, from manager, and from player. And then eventually it got to the point where, they're all living in the same house and nobody's talking to each other. I thought that the Giants, I don't think this is as big a story as some people are portraying it. I really don't.
All right.
Because this happened when he just got to San Francisco. It was against Boston, and Will actually came out. If you watch the whole clip, he said, I kind of get it. I understand it in a Will Clark sort of tone where he said, I'm going to grab him by the neck and make sure that he does it. Maybe he was joking, but maybe he isn't, because we all know Will Clark really well. But once again, it's just a communication thing. I do think that management should have sat down with Rafael Devers. Hey, we'd like you to try first base. We've got a guy here who is a great great all-around first baseman, but really great defensively, since that's what we're talking about. When do you want to do this? We'd like to have it done in the next 3 weeks. We understand if you don't want to do it when your old team's in town. Great. Let's pick a few days. He'll come here. You'll be there. You'll show up early. Let's knock it out. I just solved all the problems in about 37 seconds. I'm going to guess that's not the way it was all done. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, it feels like there's something missing from the story, Chris. Let me ask you this. You know baseball. Do you view the Giants as a realistic realistic team that could win the NL West division?
No, but I don't think that's a shot at the Giants or the Padres. I just think that the Dodgers have hit a major slide, and they're still 5 games up, right? They have tied for their longest losing streak in the last 6 years. They're in the midst of it right now. If they hang on and the Dodgers are up 2-1 in the 8th and the Giants are down 2-0 in the 4th, so, it could be 6 games when we get there this weekend. I just don't see, with as much depth as the Dodgers have and their willingness to go out and add, right? I mean, Michael Kopech, one of their ace relievers from last year's World Series run, just got put on the 60-day IL. It wouldn't surprise me if they go and get help. And they're not afraid to do it. They're not afraid to give up young pieces to continue their run. And I think that maybe the Giants shot their shot already with Devers. I don't know how much more Buster Posey would do before the deadline. So I think that, but there's nothing wrong with making it as a wild card. We've seen plenty of wild card teams make the World Series in recent years.
Yeah, Arizona Diamondbacks, one of them.